Start your engines, hear the crowd. Talking racing now, we're revving loud. Yeah. From Daytona nights to Talladega days, we're chasing rumors, hearing what they say. Pit crews hustle, tires burning fast. News and whispers, nothing's gonna pass. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. From rookie rides to legends known, victory lanes and dynasties grown. We'll spin the tails, where speed's alive. Every week the racing vibes. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. Green flags flying, hear the sound. Talking racing now, the best show around.
We are back. It is Talkin' Racing now. I am Sean Stanley, the great Spencer O'Neill, here doing the laps with me today. Nice Barkov jersey, buddy. I like it.
Thanks, bud.
Is that after Josh in the Lightning last night? I like it.
Yeah. So I'll be on the pre and the post show today. So I told him I was coming with the Barkov. I'm a man of my word. Here I am. I'll be there at 1.
Awesome, man. Rip the jersey over his head. Throw some punches for me. All right, man. All right.
Fucking-
Let's get a hockey fight. Let's get a hockey
Yeah.
fight. That'll be good stuff. All right, we've been out for a couple of weeks for a couple different reasons, but we are back here. One of the reasons actually is in the chat there. Apparently, I guess.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I put that up there last week.
Yeah, it doesn't rebuffer when I reuse the the board. Apparently, there's the chat. But last week was on Spencer and me, and the week before was on me because of the new scheduling. So we apologize, but we are here today to talk racing. There's no racing this weekend. They are off. The final off weekend for NASCAR, for the Cup Series anyways. I know
For the final run to the end. That's right.
Trucks and Xfinity's got a different schedule, but we follow the Cup Series, and this is it. It's the last Sunday off for them. I think they have a Saturday race, I think.
Yes. The Coke 0400 is a Saturday night race.
Yeah, so the last weekend off, I should say, not the last Sunday off, because there will be some more Sundays where.
And for anybody looking for tickets to the Coke 0400, they are available. They don't have to be second pre-sale or secondary market. They're relatively affordable. They are what they are, but you can get in the 3-400s. Not all the way in the corner, but relatively close to the middle. On both the 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 for like $125, and that's
pretty good. That's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
And you want to sit up high. You can see everything.
Yeah, because again, with NASCAR, you might pay a little bit, $125, but you could walk in with
A cooler.
pack or whatever, and you're set. You don't really have to spend a whole bunch of money while you're there, unless you want to. You make the decision.
And if you go to the NASCAR app and kind of go through that, the $125 is the total price. There's no extra fees. That's the fees and everything there. So
There you go. Coke Zero.
you can get down there for if you want to sit in the 100s and get real close and be in danger of getting a tire or an engine thrown at you through the fence. You can get down there for about $100.
Yeah, it's a splash zone.
It is the splash zone, and it has happened. Not in a while, but it has happened.
Yeah. Now they've had to redo the cars a little bit there. So today we will look back. I think we know we missed North Wilkesboro. We know we missed Indy. We are fuzzy on if we missed Atlanta or not. So we're gonna look at all 3 races, and we're gonna put them all together in this episode and put a bow on it as we head off to the next weekend, where we are all caught up and we start looking forward to the playoffs. We're about 3 to 4 weeks away from the playoffs right now. I'm
People
almost
are starting to
ready.
get locked in at this point.
Yeah, we've got all the way up to Ty Gibbs locked in now. Ty Gibbs locked in the last race at Indy, which was something. Spencer, for you, the last, I take Atlanta out of it. The last two races, again, there's been a lot of talk about the races being too long. There's been a lot of talk about something needs to be done for the casual fan to enjoy NASCAR. Your thoughts on some of, I guess, that little bit of buzz that's going around about the length of the race, and then also watching North Wilkesboro, watching Indy, watching some of the issues, watching the racing itself on the track, and is there any issues?
Well, there's always issues. First, concerning the races being shorter, yeah, no, Kyle Larson can suck it. Like, NASCAR is an endurance sport. That's the whole point. We want the race to be long. The whole point is for the race to be relatively long. It's about the length of a football game. Sometimes the elements become involved and it has this extension period, but there's nothing we can do about that. You can't put a racetrack inside of a dome. It don't work. So the racetracks are going to be outside. But the whole point of the Cup Series is that the race is the longest and that the car is the most defined, that the competition is supposed to be as close as possible, and it's supposed to be, the whole team working together to win, right? It's an endurance contest. It's supposed to be difficult. There's an element to it where you want the driver to really have to, kind of struggle and get through the last 100 miles. So, no, I don't agree with the concept of making the races shorter. I know Kyle Larson brought it up. Kyle Larson has said this before. Kyle Larson, if he wants a shorter race, he should quit the Cup Series and just finish, focus on his high limit. Those are relatively short, and he can do whatever he
Well, I know
wants.
there was
but
an Indy racer too that said something because they asked him about why. I believe the question, and I'm paraphrasing here 100%. I believe the question was more like, why can't NASCAR and Indy get better numbers on TV? And he stated
it's a bad race.
that he felt that the races were too long.
No, it's not too long.
Attention, but I think it goes hand in hand.
It's a bad race.
Racing is bad on the track. The race
Yeah.
feels longer.
So,
Because I'll tell you now, North Wilkesboro, there were times in that race where I was like, let's end it. But it wasn't that any longer than other races, but it felt longer because there was no action on the track. It was a lot of, the restarts got exciting and things like that. But other than that, it was just like you're at a Saturday night race watching guys go around. There was no, it got good, I guess, at the ends like they always do, or when they start. Again, this is where the stage racing to me has helped and has hurt because the cautions, yes, it breeds restarts.
it brings the field together.
Yeah, it brings the fields together, which makes it a little bit more exciting. But then you realize by the middle of that stage how bad some of those cars are or how bad the racing is because then it's spread out again within 10 to 15 laps, and then it's just follow the leader again. And then, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's 20 laps to go. Now we're going to ratchet up and go. And then you realize that, okay,
I can't.
For the last
Yeah.
hour and 45 minutes, these guys really weren't trying. Not that they weren't trying, but it was all just part of. So for an hour and 45 minutes, they drove around to get to the last 30 minutes to where now they're going to drive hard. And like, why aren't you doing that the whole race to get, we watch it on the road courses where you got, they stretch it out to where they have it, and you saw it in Indy. I think they brought it up on the broadcast. You needed to have about a 15-second. You need to be within 15 seconds of the leader if you pitted, because if not, then you were probably going to get lapped or something.
you're gonna lose a
they
lap.
brought it up in the race there. So it's almost like people are strategically, and again, for the drivers and the crew chiefs, it's good. It's part of the race. I get that. But again, if you're a casual fan sitting there watching it, not me and you, because we'll probably watch it regardless. But if you're flipping through and you watch this, I can understand why you're going, okay, so let me understand this. For 2 hours, I'm watching a race where nobody's really going to try to win. And then all I got to do is really turn on the last 30 minutes of the race and then just watch the ending. That's all I need to do because that's where the action is. Unless it's a super speedway, then you're waiting for the big wreck the whole time.
Right. I mean, yeah, if you want to, you can. And NASCAR puts out, 30-minute, 40-minute condensed race after the race on YouTube, and I watch it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And if that's how you ingest it, that's how you ingest it. To be honest with you, I would like it if people would ingest it that way because more people would come. But I don't think you change the integrity of the race to.
No, I agree with you. They're because again, as I said, the teams and the drivers during the race, there's a strategic point to this that they're doing so that they are there for the end of the race.
Right. So you want to be there for the end of the race
the whole time. But if you're watching from outside, you're going, "What the hell is some of this?"
Yeah, it's about depending on the racetrack. For instance, like Indy, right? It's. The fuel strategy is a major thing because you can't pass because there's one groove, even though the racetrack is extremely wide, and you can drive all over it, but there's really one groove that's fast, so it's follow the leader.
Once you catch up to the cars that are equal to you, you're not going to be able to get. And sometimes
you can't pass them even if you are faster.
Yeah, you get held up behind them. There's times that happened during the race. There was guys that were plenty faster that couldn't get there.
That's why we got the infamous. Hocevar giving Heim the finger because Hocevar had just come off a pit. He was faster. He couldn't get by Heim for like 10 laps. He lost the leaders.
But that was Heim's job. It was the Toyotas. He was protecting the two Toyotas that were up front.
Oh, I'm not hating on Corey Heim. I'm just saying that's why we got it.
For us that follow
because Carson couldn't pass.
Yeah, for us that follow it, we understand. But again, I'm looking at the casual. They're just like, oh man, this. I don't know. I don't know if again, are you spending your Sunday watching it, knowing that okay, they can't pass. They can't pass because this guy can strategically, block them, keep the air off of them, keep the air on them, whatever it is. It just becomes a thing. If you don't like NASCAR, it's not going to make you fall in love with NASCAR. Like the Daytona 500 will make you fall in love with NASCAR. But then to me, the Brickyard 400 will make you go, okay, this is why I can't watch every week.
Yeah. So Indiana, I mean, I don't know if I said it today already or if I just told you before the show, Indianapolis is a bad race. Yeah. And personally for me, it's not only a bad race for the Cup Series or NASCAR, right? Stock cars, it's boring. But I watched the Indy 500 and I'm sorry, I
watched the whole thing.
I think it's boring.
I watched the whole thing. I like it.
If you watch the race, it's the same damn race. It's people in line following,
Yeah, but I love
strategy.
Going
it's
on to the straightaways and the snake, and the way they have more of a snake than NASCAR has. The Indy cars, the snake, man, dude, it's good stuff, man. I like the Indy 500. And plus, they're doing 100, 200 miles an hour or something, man. Come on, man. Come on.
It's a bad race. And fine, take Indy out of it for a minute. As far as Indy 500, the Brickyard 400 is a bad race. It's boring.
I think stock cars there is not a good race.
But if you look at the race, the Indy 500 and the Brickyard 400, Indy 500 and the Brickyard 400 look similar. If you as far as the line, the race, the strategy,
they follow until they get it. I mean, it's racing in general. I think.
It's not going to get better. They're not going to be able to fix that. Indy is what it is.
The saying, though, Spencer, is you have to be there at the end to win.
Yes,
and if you're not doing your strategy during the race, you're not giving yourself a chance to be there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, again, there's no changing it because
there's not.
I mean, there's going to be these races, and I mean. The only thing I would do is if I was Cup and I know you got Xfinity, I know you got Truck. Why wouldn't they do like they do the Clash at Daytona? Just do a couple different.
Just stop telling me it's a crown jewel race. It's not.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that too. That's a little
You
bit.
know,
But, I mean, in general, why don't they do little 50-lap shootouts at some of these tracks for money? Nothing more than it doesn't count as points. Doesn't do anything. If you register for this race, you win money.
Okay. Just
then
like
just do
you go to Indianapolis and do a shootout.
Well, no, I mean you still do the race too, but add it to the thing. Like you do the Clash. You got the Clash, then you do the Daytona 500. You do, I mean, why not just
Like on a Thursday?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I guess they could.
Add something.
I mean,
to it and make it a. I don't know. It ain't got to be $1 million every damn time.
But a shootout, a 50-lap shootout at Indianapolis would be wildly boring.
Probably. I mean, yeah. Why not go to the Indy where the IRP where the trucks go?
Don't they have a road course, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no. There's a little track there too that the trucks race on, isn't there? Or Xfinity. One of them race on a.
They got a bunch of stuff there.
I believe they have like a half-mile track or something, or a quarter-mile or something.
Maybe. I don't know where everybody would sit, but yeah, maybe.
No, but I mean, on a Thursday, you do whatever, broadcast it, whatever. I just think it'll be a little more interesting than what. And again, but again, I guess the problem would be this: if it is wildly successful, then you're going to have the people saying, "See, if you shorten the races." Then people will watch, and then I don't know if NASCAR would have a leg to stand on, even though they shouldn't shorten them. I don't agree with shortening the races. I don't.
Yeah, no,
because I think that's a part of the sport that is. Again, I can go and drive 180 miles. I want to watch these guys drive 400 and continuously. I mean, I know when I drive 300.
Yeah, it's the grind. It's the grind is what it's all about.
I don't want them being able to go. Let's do, I mean, like. The road courses I don't like because to me they feel shorter because it's like 80 laps, but it's 3.5 miles or whatever it is. So they're still doing 250 miles, but it's just, I disagree. I agree with you. Like it's part of what makes NASCAR, what makes it a sport. If not, then it's just driving. I mean, Can we talk about how Indy
should not be a crown jewel? Like it's
never not going to be a crown jewel though because of what it is. That's the problem.
But it is that to other people. It is that to IndyCar. It is that to open wheel. It's not that to Cup Series. Like we go there, it's a cool race.
NASCAR's got to make it that because of what it means to the sport of racing.
Right, but it's not working out.
No, it's not. But I mean, again,
it's embarrassing actually if you watch it.
I mean, think about it. What was the one that Indy was the place where it was 15 laps on caution? That one year where it was like they had to run every 15 laps. They cautioned the race every 15 laps for the tires. I mean,
to me, it's the visual of it.
A great race. I mean, the best visual is when you win. You climb the gate, you kiss the bricks. I mean, that's the aura of the track. I mean, look at the crowd. The crowd was not there for the Cup Series. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you.
They weren't. That's what I'm getting at. In the 90s, though, when Jeff Gordon was winning, Indianapolis 500, Brickyard 400s, there was a crowd at Indy. There was. It may not have been the 250, but it was.
No, it wasn't the Indy 500.
150-ish. It was a hell of a crowd.
Used to be filled. The front used to be filled. Now, not the other side, not all the other things like the Indy 500. But when they were coming down to take the checkered flag, it was a full crowd, and it was not even close.
If you can't fill just the front stretch there where they've got, the main area, if you can't fill that, then what are we doing like calling this a crown jewel race? It's just not. What's up, Adrian? It's just not one. There's clearly races on there that could be and will be or should be, sorry. We've already got the Charlotte race, the World 600. You've got the Daytona 500. You've got Darlington. To me, the obvious choice is Talladega. If you don't want it to be...
They're never going to put two speedways because of the problem is you have,
then it's Bristol.
I would do a Bristol.
Then Bristol's a crown jewel. Like
with Talladega and Daytona is you could end up with a wild card winning your crown jewel.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a bad thing But if all of a sudden you've got, freaking
Dude, Austin Cindric won his first race in Cup Series
yeah,
in his rookie year at the Daytona 500.
yeah.
Like, tell me that's not a little random.
Yeah,
It
no,
happens.
that's what I'm saying. I think with the speedways, the only reason, look, Daytona 500 is Daytona 500. That's never going to change. But I don't think they'd ever make like another Talladega, another, even the Coke Zero 400. I love the July 4th race back in the day. I always thought that was, to me, I thought that could have been a crown jewel because of what it meant, the weekend it was raced on, and everything else. But then also, what you got the Daytona 500. The Coke Zero 400, they're so random at things that can happen that you could end up having, again, your crown jewels, you want it to be your Earnhardts, your Gordons, your Johnsons, the names of your sport winning. Again, they're hard to win regardless, but you don't also want it to be we've only got 5 cars left in our crown jewel race of the year, and it's going to be one of these guys winning it, by the way.
Hell, even Atlanta could be a crown jewel.
Yeah, they got to work on that, though, man, because
Atlanta was good. Atlanta was a
good.
good race.
But the problem is now that the track is coming back to what it was, it's changing a little bit more. Like, I love the more pack racing, but again, it's my preference. It's not what's good. Again, it's like I think I like the sport because the same reason I like wrestling is you can watch a race and get 4 different opinions on why it was good or why it was bad or a mixture of both because everybody watches it for something different.
Yeah, I mean in Atlanta we got tandem drafting at by the leaders again and taking off from the pack. That was awesome.
Yeah, but again, it felt like the pack though couldn't catch the tandem.
Yeah, good.
The first year it felt like everybody kind of stayed together, kind of like 500 pack racing.
Mm-hmm.
And then as it's slowly gotten, I guess the track worn in and everything else, now you're starting to see the tandems kind of outrunning the pack.
The main pack, yeah.
Yeah. So
fuel saving is not the way at Atlanta anymore.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the racing to whatever. I mean, I get Kyle Larson's like, hey, I want to run. But also he goes out and he runs sprint cars and then he runs for 20 laps and he's done.
Yeah.
And things like that. And again, if that's your preference, that's your preference. But what makes the Cup Series is the fact that you have to endure the 200 laps in a bad car or a great car or whatever the strategy is you and your team have decided it's going to be. And that's where I think which
is why the points has been so important this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
and
it
now
brought
that
that back.
doing the chase again, it's put it at a premium.
Right.
And you're seeing, and again, that's the one thing too that I think a lot of people are missing is this looks a lot different if it's still the win and in.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Joey Logano's season doesn't look so compromised.
Yeah, the chase looks completely different with the win and in. I don't know, again, Chase Elliott's not up there.
Although Joey, he's got 2 wins, but Joey's been on a little bit of a heater recently.
Yeah. But again, this is what they do, though. Penske always comes good.
This is what Joey does. Yeah.
Right at the playoffs, they always come good, and then they win strategically in the races that they need to going in. But now he's going to be around 10 to 15 in the playoffs, it looks like right now. So he's not going to be able – because, again, everybody's saying if you're not in the top 6 or 7, I think now they slid it down to 7.
Yeah, you got to go on a
you're gonna have to
Kyle Busch style run, a Tony Stewart style run.
Top 5 is DNFs and everything else, and but it's gonna be very very interesting going forward. Anything else from the 3 races that you wanted to discuss? And by the way, Corey Heim wins the second time in 15 races in his NASCAR Cup career. I believe he tied Jimmy Johnson. Was that who it was, or something? Or
I didn't see who he tied.
Jimmy Johnson with the win. Like he won in his 15th race, like Jimmy Johnson did. They were both at Indy, or so. I can't remember. There was a comparison of the two, and it was announced that Heim will drive the 35 next year. And I saw yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, Connor Zilic He's going to the 7 Inspire. Is that correct?
I didn't see that. I wasn't on the timeline much.
Did I?
I didn't see that. That would be interesting.
Hold on a minute. I might
That
have gotten bamboozled by somebody because I was going through wrestling stuff at the time.
Okay.
And it popped up, and I don't remember where I saw it, so I need to.
Yeah, let me talk about Corey Heim for a minute there. So, obviously Corey Heim, excellent race car driver. He's in good equipment. He's doing everything we thought he would do, as opposed to some of the other people that have come in, namely a Connor Zilic, who won 10 races in the Xfinity Series last year, and then this year has really struggled. Although he has looked more consistent and better the last couple of races, he seems to be coming
stage
around.
1 in most of his races recently.
Yeah, exactly. So he seems to be coming around. Hopefully that works out for him. As far as Corey going to the 35, I think I was telling you this earlier. I know 6'7" is haha funny 6'7", but I liked it for a different reason. I liked it because they had the 2.3, the 23, so 2.3. They had the 4.5, the 45, and then they had the 6.7, the 67. So if they had run 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I thought that would have been funny on its own. But if he doesn't want to drive the 6.7 because he doesn't want to deal with that, I get it. And the 35 is available, so why not? But yeah, Corey Heim just looks to be in an excellent position. 2311 is really showing themselves as a quality program, and the sky's the limit for those guys. They're very exciting. Another person that I saw got re-signed was Todd Gilliland, and I believe he got re-signed before he won the $1 million.
Yeah, but that $1 million helped him.
That $1 million helped him. I believe he got re-signed before he signed it, though, or before he won that.
I got had. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Had.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, it's not even it's.
I was going to say Daniel Suarez won a.
It's a Connor Zilic fan site type thing. I looked at it wrong. I didn't read it right. I just
Suarez is in the chase. I believe he's.
Yeah.
It
didn't make sense to me because
is he still in the top 10?
Yeah, but I guess Marks has been asked a lot because there's a lot of teams after Connor Zilic, but he said it's their job to make him want to stay and put him in good equipment. So
Yeah. Well, I think he still has another year on his contract there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Daniel Suarez is running 11th. I mean, in the standings, he won a
there.
crown jewel. He's not going anywhere.
Oh no, he's not going anywhere. Yep, I got had it when I looked at it real quick. I just looked at it real quick and took a
happens.
snapshot because I wasn't paying attention. I was like, I know I need to have it just in case. So if I see something in NASCAR, I usually take a snapshot and then go back to it to make sure. But I forgot. I started talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember seeing something about it.
I always get had with the fake deaths. Those always get me.
Yeah, I don't even go to Facebook anymore. If it's on Facebook, it's fake. It's fake book.
That's right. Yeah, if it's not from your family member, that's like a post of, their kids or your grandma or something. It's not real.
Yeah, man. And so, anything else with the latest in NASCAR that you got?
I enjoyed the North Wilkesboro race. I know other people didn't. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, but it still was like it wasn't exactly like Indy because of difference in speeds and things like that. But it just felt like it was one of those races. And again, I believe by design, a lot of teams are doing strategy and different things. So there's reasons for it. But I do wonder if you're a casual racing fan, you don't care about strategies. You don't care about all the stuff that teams are doing.
Yeah, you want
to be entertained for the 2.5, 3 hours you're watching a race. And I don't know that some of these races do that.
I thought the track at North Wilkesboro looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
It looked excellent. I thought it ran pretty fast. I thought they were able to get all over the track relatively well as far as different lanes. And I don't know. Besides that, I enjoyed the race. Obviously, it was interesting seeing Joey run up front. It's something we haven't seen all season. So I just kept waiting for the shoe to drop and it to fall
and
apart.
He looked good running up front too. That was the thing. It's like, okay, like you said, waiting for okay, what's going to happen? Here comes a tire down or something.
Something, yeah, and it just didn't happen. So it was nice.
And he kept
Change of scene
right at bay, and it was just he couldn't run him down, man.
Yep. Besides that, no, not really. You know, it was just I did watch the races, but you know, I was kind of zoned out there for a week.
Yeah.
Went up to New York with my family, up to upstate New York,
Get some
and
fishing. Where's the fish from?
did a lot of fish. We did eat some of the bass. So, father-in-law has a pond on his property. There's not very good cell reception. The Wi-Fi is kind of shitty. So, really just kind of checked out for a week and spent a lot of time fishing with my daughter. You know, she caught her first fish. She caught the biggest fish. She caught a 16-inch bass. I got a couple that were pretty close, but taught her about different kinds of baits and different strategies and as far as, you know, how to use the baits and when to go fast, when to go slow, where to keep the bait in the water. Do you need to use this in the sun so that, you know, you can actually get light on the spinner bait to get the reflection to draw them in, all sorts of stuff. It was good. It was a good time.
What was the fisherman back in the day? Roland Martin? Was that him? Was it Roland Martin, the fishing show?
When I think Roland Martin, I think of a kind of a short, kind of pudgy black guy that was on CNN for a while.
All right, I might be wrong. I don't know. I
don't know.
There was, because on TBS there used to be a fishing show.
I've never really watched fishing shows.
Yeah, Roland Martin is a commentator. All right, so hold on. Fisherman back in the day. Let's see if anything comes up. All right, here we go. No names that look. All right, I don't know. I'm not a good fisherman, but that's awesome, man. To spend time with the kids and family and just be out there, and that's for me like when I'm done with my working and like can just go and just get some land, like I said, and have some lakes or ponds or whatever on there, and just be like, boom. No, I wasn't race baiting, Adrian.
No. He's not talking about you. He's talking about Roland Martin.
Oh,
that's who he was.
I don't.
Yeah,
know. Okay.
He was a little bit of a race baiter. He's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't even know if he still is. I haven't watched CNN in a decade, so I don't even know if he's still there.
I'm still looking. I don't know, man. This is bothering me now. I know there was a guy.
Dude, there's been lots of guys with fishing shows. Like, you could be thinking of anybody.
None of these guys look like they got like Fishing with John and Bill Dance.
Well, Bill Dance had a major show. Bill Dance is a well-known fisherman. I mean, they sing about him in country songs and all sorts of stuff. He was Bill Dance friends with Earnhardt? Earnhardt was friends with a major pro fisher in the 90s. I forget exactly who it was.
Maybe the guy was Bill Dance. I don't know. Maybe that's the guy. It seems like everybody's like the only fishing show that they had. I mean, we've gone off the rails, but it is NASCAR, so NASCAR and fishing kind of go hand in hand. I mean, you got the lake in Homestead. You've got the beach at Homestead. I'm sorry. You've got the what is it? Is it Daytona that's got the lake in the middle?
They got a lake there, yeah. I sent you
golf course. Indy's got
not that long ago. Not that long ago, I sent you a video of somebody driving into the lake. I think it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
I rolled into the lake over the little mound and in there.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the
funny.
in-season challenge. By the way, congratulations to the great Spencer O'Neill. He kicked my ass in the in-season challenge.
Got to win something.
Close. It was a very lot to a very little.
Yeah, so let's see. I think after Atlanta, we both had 18 points. And then when we went to North Wilkesboro, let's see. All right, so it was Gilliland versus Elliott, and then it was Blaney versus Bell at North Wilkesboro. You chose Elliott. I chose Blaney. So I got Todd Gilliland. You got Chase Elliott. I got Ryan Blaney. You got Christopher Bell. Both of my dudes won that race.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was 10. So I ended up with 38, and you were at 18. And then I don't remember what we put on the last race, if it was 15 or what, but I had 15. Todd Gilliland.
Yep, it was 15.
And I chose Todd Gilliland, by the way. I wasn't stuck with Todd Gilliland. I chose him.
He had the decision to make, and he took Todd Gilliland, and I felt great until the last 25, 50 laps. And then I was like, ugh. But then Blaney was coming up at the end. I was like, because even if I won that, I still think I lose.
Yeah, you would have lost by 5.
Yeah, but it was a Blaney couldn't get back up there, man. Once he got behind him, I think he was 6 cars back with 5 laps to go. He got to within 2, but that was it.
Yeah, it was either they got 24th and 26th or 22nd and 24th. I forget exactly what it was, but yeah, it looked like Blaney had a solid run. He was gaining on him, and then the momentum stopped. It was Indianapolis. He couldn't go any further.
Yep.
And there was no more cautions at the end, and that was it. That was how she rode.
Congratulations. The check is in the mail for the in-season challenge winner.
Yeah, it's Todd Gilliland.
Let me know when you get that. The check is in the mail. I wrote it out to you. Not sure who gave me the address, but yeah, it's sent somewhere.
Sure. Is it a big
check?
check?
Is in the mail.
There you go.
All right, let's look at our regular standings, I guess. I don't know that we've been that good necessarily the last couple weeks. I mean, we've picked up points, I think, here and there, but nothing. No winners, I don't think. I don't think anybody had Logano or Heim winning.
So let's go back to Atlanta for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you had Hamlin, who got 12th.
Yep, no points.
You had Blaney, who won the race, so you got 10 there.
Oh, I did. I wasn't thinking of Atlanta. I was thinking North Wilkesboro and Indy.
Yeah, we had to go back. I don't think we did the Monday after the Atlanta race. That was on me. And then Byron got 16th. So you went to 162 from 152. I had Chase Elliott, who is 13th. Logano, who was 9th, so he got me 1 point. And then Christopher Bell, who did what Christopher Bell does and got 2nd. So I got 6. So my 109 got up to 115. So you gained.
We're creeping back in here, by the way.
Yeah, well, you gained 4. You gained 4 points on me.
Huh?
You gained 4 points on me.
Yeah,
so
but I felt like I had like a 60-point lead for a while, and now it's down to 53, I think, or something.
Then we get to North Wilkesboro, where you had Hamlin, who got you 5 points at 2nd. You had Gibbs, who got you 5 points at 4th. You had Christopher Buescher, who was outside the top 10. I had Ryan Blaney, who got 11th, so he got me nothing. Christopher Bell, looks like he ended up 19th, so got me nothing. And then I went with the Hocevar, so I got 0 points because he got 13th. So you're up to 172, and I'm at 115.
That helped me. All right.
And then we go to Indianapolis. The great Sean Stanley chose Denny Hamlin, who got him 5 points at 5th. He chose Ryan Blaney, who did not get a top 10. Yep. You took Hocevar, who I believe got 9th.
Oh, he did get into the top 10?
Yeah, he got 9th.
All right, I'll take it.
So you got 6 points. You're up to 178. I had Reddick, who got 10th, who got me 1 point. Chase Briscoe, who was 4th, he got me 5 points. And I went with last year's winner, although I should have paid more attention because he was in the back of the field to start and didn't have, a great run up to the race. Bubba Wallace, who got me 0 points. So I also got 6 points at Indianapolis to 121, and I'm like 57 points behind you now. So
all right, so I built back up that lead.
That lead is back up.
Back up to 57. I'll take it, baby. I'll take it. And also now remember, too, we have switched broadcasts. You're now going to the NBC families. I believe the races are on USA. but also it's part of the NBC. But I still believe qualifying and everything stays on Prime. I believe they got the whole season of qualifying. I don't think any of that changes. I know it might be simulcast on the NBCs or something as well, but depending on what you got. And I believe HBO Max stays with the in-cars as well for the season, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, it is a little rough, though, if you're watching because the cameras seem to be – they're not synced with what you're watching. So if you're trying to, like – watch the
both.
car and then look up to see what's going on. You're in different spots of the race and the and different things there. But it's not a big difference. But I loved all the different coverage that we're getting, and I liked what Prime did, and then I liked also what HBO Max did. I thought they did great, and not just because of Junior and Letard. I think they bring something a little different. I mean, I don't mind Boyer and Harvick, but I feel like they're the bubbly bar guys. Like they're just there having fun, whereas like Letard and Junior are more. I wouldn't say that they're throwing more fat because I think Harvick and Boyer are doing a great job of explaining how the race is playing out, but I think they miss the Letard, the crew chief driver interaction in the booth.
Yes.
The two drivers there. There's not one. They're kind of going off of driver and what they would do, which is cool. But in the booth with Junior and Letard, it's Letard saying, well, as a crew chief, I'm doing this. And
right.
Junior as a driver saying, well, I'm doing this. And you get that little understanding of what's really happening in the car, especially when you start hearing some of the stuff like that one time when was it Bell? No, there was somebody that was just they were fed up on the track with the way the car was going, and the crew chief was just like, drive the car, we'll fix it when we get in. It's like
okay. I think it was William Byron.
Yeah, I think it might have been 24.
I think it was William Byron.
I can't remember if it was Byron or Bell. It was one of those the younger guys that was having a thing. And one thing we didn't talk about, Alex Bowman stepping away.
Yeah.
From the 48, I believe after next year, but it's also been confirmed that Jimmy Johnson will drive the 48, the number 48, not necessarily the Hendricks 48.
Yeah.
But he will drive the number 48 in the Daytona 500 next year, which I believe is his last active year of driving the part-time schedule.
God, what if he shows up in a Lowe's 48?
Dude, somebody said that like if they could get Lowe's to just one race.
Come on, Lowe's, you got to do it. One race.
It's got to, right? It's got to be
one race. It's got to be Lowe's.
And Lowe's, and man, it's so good. That'd be so good just to see. And if I'm Hendricks, I try to get DuPont or one of those to come back on for the one race for the 24.
For the 24, yeah.
Yeah, man. I would make that become the throwback race just to honor Johnson. Like maybe one of the races he won and have the paint schemes of the cars that they can get. I get it. You can't get some of the sponsors back. But it would be cool to see. Again, the only one I wouldn't do would be the 3.
Yeah, did you see
needs to stay the Bass Pro Shops because again, if you do that scheme, in Daytona at the Daytona 500, I just don't know if that's a
Yeah, I would agree with that. We can keep the good wrench off the 3 for now, at least at Daytona.
Yeah.
Speaking of paint schemes, did you see the 2 car, the throwback to the 93 Pontiac paint scheme with the Miller Genuine Draft, the black and yellow?
No, I didn't. But I'll tell you now.
So
man,
it was Freightliner.
I didn't understand some of the races, like the schemes. I was getting lost because I was so used to seeing. As you say, the 2, it's always that white and blue, or so you can kind of figure out who they are. There was a lot during the Indy and North Wilkesboro where I was.
Yeah, you got to try to figure out who's who.
Yeah, I was really trying to figure out what car's what in there. But go ahead, finish your story. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no. So he Freightliner was the sponsor on the car. It wasn't Miller. It wasn't MGD. But they did do a black and yellow throwback, which is to the days of the Pontiac, and I enjoyed seeing it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, no, there's been quite a few good schemes this year, and there usually is. You got your cars that And I think that's a smart move though by Freightliner to do that because again, like you picked up on it,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're going to get more out of it because NASCAR, the different schemes, they'll point it out during the race more than others.
Right.
So it's a good little marketing tool. And I'm sure they paid a lot of money. And there's no Brock Lesnar to rip the sheet metal off unless you get in a wreck.
Yeah, right.
All right,
They
man,
got some big dudes there.
Yeah, your final thoughts heading into the ending of the regular season and into the playoffs. Right now, Hamlin's in first, of course. Reddick, I think, all the way up to Gibbs in fifth are locked in now. There's a little wiggle room back in the back to get in, but there are some spots that are widening a little bit more than I think we're gonna. I think before the Daytona race, I think it's gonna be like that one year with Bubba, where there's gonna be like one spot left that somebody can get, and the Daytona 500 or the Daytona 500, the Daytona race is gonna figure out who randomly gets that spot.
Yeah. So at the cut line, my man Austin Cindric is the 16th driver. He's got
He stayed consistent between 16
he has
and 20 this
12th,
year.
14th, 13th,
Yeah.
over and over and
He
over.
started up in the 12th, and he's gone down to 20, but he stayed in the hunt every year, every week.
So he's got a 38-point lead right now on Ryan Preece, who's in 17th. So the gap there at the cut line has started to widen out a little bit.
Yeah.
The next driver up is SVG, who's got a 19-point lead on Austin Cindric. So, once you start getting
7 points between
somebody,
I mean, and again, so you don't know a race, you'll usually get about 55 points, I think, if you win. It's 40 plus 15, right?
I think so.
And then you
You
get
can get stage points, yeah.
Yeah, but again, you almost have to have a huge race, and they do not finish and do like a Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
Dude, you're ahead by 5 seconds. Oh, never mind. Okay, thanks, buddy. Thanks for playing. But
yeah, they can shuffle it a little bit. Going higher up the ranks, they're a little bit closer here and there.
Within. I just don't know that there's going to be. But again, when you get down toward the 16 through 20, though, there are those cars that sometimes you get the we're not gonna finish this race. So there could be a possibility down there. Now, I don't think anybody's getting up into, which is why the top five's already, I believe, locked, or it might be top 5 or 6 now. I can't remember which way it is, but I think there's gonna be a little bit of shuffling, but not much, unless there's a big fall off in the next 4 races. And I think by the time we get to Daytona, probably up to 13 will be locked in, and the other 3 will probably be in. But we'll have to finish the race, maybe. So you might get one guy to leap in, but I don't know, man. I like the way this has turned out with the chase more than the win and you're in, because again, Logano's in now, up in the top 5 or 6 with a win. The way it works, because I don't know how many different winners there's been this year, but he's at least in the top 10.
Yeah. So Joey's at 13th right now.
Yeah. And he would be in the 10 with the win.
If he got a win, yeah, he'd be flirting with 10 because he's 64 points behind Christopher Bell, who's at 10th.
Yeah.
So
he stayed consistent, but man, it's like I don't know what happens to him, man. It's like he can't win a race. He's got to finish.
As he said, he's a second place driver.
Yeah,
jokingly,
yeah, I mean, which ain't a bad thing in NASCAR, I guess, but it sounds worse than what it is. But definitely, man.
Yeah, if I'm watching anybody below the cut line, so Ryan Preece is right there at 480. I'm really watching Eric Jones. Eric Jones is at 18th. He's at 474 points. So he's only 6 behind Ryan Preece, so it's not like his difference between there is a ton.
Yeah.
And if I'm looking at anybody to fall out, I'm not looking any further than 13th to 16th. So Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, SVG, and Austin Cindric. I think those are the 4 guys that are in danger of possibly losing a spot if they just have a couple of bad races.
About that, out of those guys you said, besides Logano, SVG's running the most consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
It's so odd. Like, Bubba's run well, but he's also run terrible. So he's very inconsistent this year. Like,
yes.
I don't know where he goes wrong, but like he gets in his head at some point during the race, and it's like, all right, we're not winning it, or he has a great race and he feels he can win it and he's up there. It's one or the other. It's very odd with Bubba when you watch him, because there's one race and you're like, damn, this guy, this is why he's here. And then you watch another race and it's like, okay, he's middle of the road. It's so different. Like there's a night and day for Bubba Wallace, whereas SVG was always, if he can't race on ovals, he's never going to be good, especially in the chase. And we've watched this year, he's gotten better. He's not there yet, but he's led races on ovals this year, and not just by strategy. He's raced to the front on some races. It's fell off near the end of the race. He's fallen off. But
yeah, we had that really nice quote from him a couple of weeks ago. I'm at the front now. What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm at the front now. What do I do now?
What do I do now?
What do I do now?
It's oval and I'm in the front. What do I do?
Just keep going.
But it's funny, man, for me, because you look at it and it's like, wow, SVG is very. Now, again, he hasn't had the finishes, I don't think, that show how much he's improved on some of the ovals.
Right.
But you watch him through the race, and at the beginning of the race, he's sporty. He can race with them. I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's pit stops. I don't know if it's driver fatigue. I don't know if it's the car. I don't know if it's the setup. But by the end, he usually fizzles down to 10 to 20. But usually he's racy in the ones, unless there's strategy involved. So.
Yep.
All right, man. Let them know where they can get you. And also today, make sure they know where they can get you.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me on X at NoldOut87. You can find me here at Talkin Racing Now with the great Sean Stanley on the Stanley Media House. And today, I'm going to be, I know I've been out for a couple of weeks, but I'm going to be podding it up. I'm going to do the pre-show with Adrian Rainey at the Rainy Day Podcast on, well, that's the network, but with Adrian Rainey and Tony Talking Game and a couple other people, we're going to be doing the pre-show for Night 2 of SummerSlam. So you can catch me over there at 2 Raw for SmackDown. And I'm going to be doing the post-show too. So they're doing a pre-show.
Full night, huh?
I went from no pods to 3 today, and those are a little bit longer. So I'm going to be
I wish
podding
I
up
could
for a
be
good
on
5
there,
hours.
man. I wish I could be on there.
Well, I love Adrian. I love talking shit with him.
Oh, no,
We
yeah,
got,
it's a great show, man. If you're not
got
following the network, follow it. It's a lot more to it. He's also my partner on South Florida Sports Talk on South Florida Sports Unfiltered every Friday. So give him a follow if you're not following them. So you can keep up with them Dolphins.
and I think Frankie's going to be there for one of the shows today. So I look forward to messing with him
He
too.
does, I think, the pre. Because the post, I think he has, or maybe it's vice versa. I think he does a brunch. I think he does a brunch on Sunday, and he does the post, I believe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But yeah, so we're kicking off in about an hour at 1 o'clock. So I'll be over there at 1, wearing the Panthers jersey today to mess with Josh, who is a Lightnings fan.
Rip that jersey over his head and give him some uppercuts. Give him some kachucks. Give him some kachucks.
Pull him over and get him in there.
Give him a Brady,
double Kachuk.
Matthew, and then give him a Barkov, just for good measure.
Give him the bar. We got the C here. Sorry, other side. So this is the Barkov today.
Awesome.
And that's what we got on the plate. And then next week we'll be back to NASCAR.
Yeah.
Sounds like we'll be here Sunday at 11 next week. I think we're gonna do that.
Think so. We're gonna have to figure this out because, again, most of you know, the NFL season will be kicking off. And I don't know that we want to do a 12 o'clock show leading into kickoff.
Agreed.
We might be doing an 11 o'clock show, getting you ready, and we'll go from there. We'll see how it rolls out with. We're only a week away from the Hall of Fame game. We're almost into the NFL season, and then 4 weeks later, college football kicks off. I mean, it is about to explode. Yeah.
Yes.
It won't just be the hitting on NASCAR now. It'll be hitting everywhere else. Thank goodness.
We're going to get some live tackling at Dolphins practice. It's going to be great.
Almost made it. Yes. And you can follow me. It is the Stanley Media House. Check out the merchandise if you want to DM me. Check me out on X at @SS_sports talk. I am at Stanley Media House everywhere else. Of course, Stanley Media House Network. Sundays, Mondays, usually we've got Talkin Racing Now with the great Spencer O'Neill. Wednesday-ish, is the Wrestling Talk with Frankie Fresco. That's usually my fault if we don't, because Frankie's always prepared to go. And then on Fridays now, there are no days off. We're Bill Belichicking it. South Florida Sports Unfiltered every Friday will be now especially during the Dolphin season. And there might be some specials jumping in there. No, never know with Adrian. Adrian's always ready to go too. And the great Spencer O'Neill. Never know. He might pop in on a couple Sports Talk with Sean Stanley's and talk a little Dolphins in case we need to. There's a lot of little things going on, a lot of things that happen. So please hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification. Make sure you check out the Rainy Day Pod. It is Too Raw for SmackDown at 1 o'clock. They will be talking some SummerSlam Night 2. Night 1 was a pretty good show, entertaining. Not necessarily every result that I wanted, but it was a very entertaining show. Night 2 should be about the same. Make sure you tune in the Rainy Day Podcast. Too Raw for SmackDown. Listen to what Spencer O'Neill thinks about it. Listen to what Josh thinks about it. Adrian Rainey. Tony talking game. I'm not sure who else is going to be on there, but they will be talking Night 2 of SummerSlam. And as always, Spencer O'Neill, give me those great words.
Talking racing now!
Talking racing now, the best show around.